do think actually, if you look at Ireland and the treatment of women and how women were second-class citizens in Ireland, not a coincidence, if you ask me, where we got rid of all this ancient feminine energy and we went for the hierarchy and the one God and, you know, the patriarchy and all of that. And all that energy just suppressed women so much. By the time you get to the Tales of the Elders, it gets even worse. I mean, wow, like the horrific deaths of just even the women in there. Deirdre of the Sorrows, anyone? Yeah, not a big fan of that. And I have gone deep into the research. And what's fascinating is when you look is that, you know, the stories that came through in the 18th, 19th, 20th century that we now know very well, they are actually not even the ones contained in the ancient books anyway. They were already romanticised and changed. You know, by the time we had the Gaelic revival, you already had people making up stories and changing them. And again, to suit the time, to make them romantic. Their own agenda and what they wanted to highlight, what they felt was needed. Of course, we have Project Pierce and the nationalist movement, and we have what I would call the Cúchulainn Centric Nationalism that just raised up Cúchulainn and Fionn McCool, and that's all he was interested in pulling out of the Scaelta, which is grand as long as we realise that that's what he was doing. All that masculine energy, the impact it had on people. Let's have better stories. The amazing words coming out of the mouth of the goddesses. Because when you're a storyteller, when you're a writer like I am, you get to control the characters and you get to decide who says what and who has the power and how the story ends. We need a different story now.